Guys, I think I'm getting my mojo back. I think I'm getting my mojo back. I wouldn't say depressed, right? I wasn't like no. There was depression involved, but on the more broad and taking a step back. It more looked like what am I saying? It was more of the fact that I was just highly confused, and my mind and my soul and my spirit was just pulled in so many different directions, where I was just trying to figure out like myself and figure out what I wanted to do and what I wanted to get done and who I wanted to be about and how I wanted to show up to the world and show up to life and how I wanted to present myself and my relationships. But now I'm at a point where it's like, I remember, I don't give a fuck, right? And it's not about like not giving a fuck because I don't care. It's about not giving a fuck because I'm a person that cares too much, right? And so I gotta lean back a little bit, and I gotta like realize that Houston, it's not that serious. There was a lot of dude, I was going through it when like I don't know what happened. No, I know what happened. My sister got to me. Well, let me not blame it on my sister, but there was a lot of talks in our family group chats. It was like regarding spirituality and morals and and ethics and like what to choose in life, and basically bringing myself back to like re-question myself, which I gotta say, last year I was in a way, I was living in such a way where you could see the confidence exuding from me, right? You could be like, oh, that nigga know who he wants to be. He knows who he wants to be in life. That's a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like that was there. And then actually it wasn't even just my sister, it was actually relationships at the start of this year in 2025. I'm telling you, man, I got into a relationship with this girl. It wasn't even a relationship. It was just like a talking stage really, but what it did for me, like this was someone that I wouldn't necessarily say I was like, "Oh, I can marry you" type shit, but it was on some like it's been a minute since I've been emotionally intimate with someone. And that triggered me in a sense where I was like, damn, Houston, as you've been working so much, you haven't built on this part of your life or on this part of your being. And you kind of lacking in this area of life. And so like in that moment combined with the idea of like spirituality and faith and all that, like there was just a lot of turmoil and a lot of figuring things out for myself. And dude, the wilderness I just went through. I don't know. I feel good. Maybe it's just a moment right now because I've had a little bit. I've had some moments in the past month where I was feeling like I was getting, but like to be able to get on the mic again, right, and talk freely and express myself without second guessing what I want to say and how I want to express myself. Like it's been a minute since I've been able to do this, right? And do it with energy and enthusiasm. Like if you look at my past videos, I'd say like 2, 3 videos of like I don't know, but like if you just look at my past videos, you can hear the you can kind of formulate an identity in your mind about like the person that you're hearing, right? And so, whew, it feels good. It feels good to kind of like it feels like a weight been lifted off of me. But yeah, speaking back on that relationship, dude, it really tripped me up. But it's something I had to think about because I'm back in school right now, right? And I'm like pursuing my degree. But that relationship, like I was thinking to myself, like, yo, Houston, like, you want kids, man? Like you want a family, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, dude, if you want that, I'm not saying that that's a choice you made, you know, when I was questioning myself or as I've been questioning myself, but realizing that if that was a choice I was going to make, I was going to have to give up some things, and I was going to have to step out beyond myself in such a way where I haven't done it in a while, and it was like you know what I'm saying. So I had to reorder or reinvent or reformulate my identity in such a way, and it was like it's been weird and it's been like real. It's been real trying to keep a part of myself that I love and that I'm proud of, but then also letting go a little bit of that person in which I've created to make space for a future version of myself that I guess at this point, which I feel like I've come to understand that I want to see that version of myself, and so it's been a lot of me trying to balance things out and bring in new traits and new thinking and and just again reorienting myself towards my new north star, so to speak. And dude, it's been. I feel like I went through like a little midlife crisis there, and I went through it, I guess, early because I did forego college, and so that was also another decision I had to make to get back. There was a lot in which I had to decide for myself this year, and I feel like I'm finally settling into this new me. Man, I haven't been able to put things into words like that since I started breaking down. But yeah, man, it's been truly insightful. It's been, I want to say great, but there was moments where I was like, fuck this shit. But we're where we are right now, and I can only find a way to appreciate those tumultuous nights and days. It's just days where it was just not so much a blur in such a sense where I didn't realize what was going on, but a blur in which it was like I don't know how I want to see things. I don't know how I want to do things, and it was, oh, dude. But I think that's part of life. That's part of growing up, and you have these moments, you have these relationships, you have these encounters with the world where it's gonna change you, or you're gonna impose yourself, your will onto the moment or the relationship. Like it's just gonna be a constant interaction back and forth. And sometimes life is gonna be like, nah, nigga, what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like I'm the one with the mic right now, and I was like, all right, nigga, all right, you got it, fuck it. But I'm back, right? I took the mic back, and I think I was like, okay, I hear you, nigga. But here's what I gotta say, and I think it's my turn to really do something again. You know what I'm saying? And so, shout out to free will, my nigga. Shout out to free will. But if you guys relate in any way, leave a comment down below. Any how do I say, not self changing, but life changing arcs in which you guys have been through personally. Speak on that down below in the comments. But anywho, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe. But if you're not going to do any of that, again, as always, make sure to leave a comment. I would love to have a conversation with you guys.